Today we're going to pull back the curtain of game development, design, and testing. Way back in May, my friend Chris played Single Feather for the first time and tried out the level editor. The game has improved since then, but this gives you a good idea of what the game is like to play. This is a much older version of Single Feather, and we encountered many technical difficulties, but those were all resolved. Single Feather Charms of Nature will be shared for free on October 9th, but if you want to play it a few weeks early and support development of the final game, you can buy it for $4.99 on itch.io. It's the first link in the description below. You'll be able to buy it tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's September 14th when it releases. This is just one game in a series. Wishlist the final game, Single Feather, on Steam today. That's the second link in the description. Subscribe to my channel to stay up to date. Now, back to the video. Load into the level editor the first level, in that series of levels, in that folder.
Gotcha. Gonna click the load button here, load from file. All right, that's my only option, unless I want to cancel. Okay, there's a what's it called? A file browser. Cool, I think I put these in my documents.
The image files can be loaded into the game as levels.
Okay, cool. Yeah. This was everything that came in the archive. Yeah, what we see here is what we get. So level 1, the level.png.
So go ahead.
From a programming perspective, I'm interested to see how you can load level from a PNG file. That's super cool.
Thank you. Click open. Woo, that doesn't look good.
Is there zoom?
There is. You can do that with minus and plus. Or you can do that, there are a few ways. The scroll wheel should work, but it looks like it just did not load the level.
Yeah.
Go to your file browser, not in the game, but just, yeah. And then go to those PNG files.
Yeah, can do.
Cool.
Levels.
And then click on, like, the first one just to view it. I want to see if this is looking good. There you go. Okay, cool. Yeah, the PNG thing, I'll explain it like from a technical side because it is pretty cool, but it's also a bit fragile.
Right.
So, for PNGs, there are like invisible comments that you can add. You can write to them and read to them using a tool called EXIF tool. It's like the standard, but what my game does is it doesn't use that. It just does its own thing to read the PNG file like text. I went through like the PNG specification. I'm like, okay, this is how you find where to place the comment, add it, and then so that comment is just a JSON string, and that JSON string is all the information for the level.
Amazing.
So when you save the level, it takes a screenshot of wherever the camera is, and it embeds in that, like secretly, a comment which is all the metadata of what's in the level.
That's so funny. I like that a lot. That's great.
So I said it's fragile. With various platforms that you might share image files, sometimes they turn it into a JPEG. They compress it. Sometimes they remove the comment altogether.
Right.
And so the idea and the hope was that you could just email somebody a picture or post a picture on Facebook, and people download that, and it's a level in the game. But for various platforms, it doesn't work. And I just had the thought, what if I sent it to you via Discord? Because I tested that, like 2 months ago or something, and I think it worked. So I sent you an image. That's the same one. I wonder if maybe like Google Drive and the zipping, unzipping maybe messed up the JSON data somehow. I don't know.
I'm trying. Once again, out of professional curiosity, I tried opening the PNG in like VS Code, and it just showed the PNG. It didn't actually like show it in the data. So I was trying to like on my own. It's like, does this actually have the info that Lucky says is in it? So I will attempt to load. Right, all files. Level 1, Discord, LVL, PNG. Open.
Okay, looks like it's not working. I'm hoping... Okay, so can you click on that little tree on the left there? I'm just gonna move past
Tree.
this. Like this sort of
Oh,
pink
this tree.
yellowy. Yeah. Click on any of those things there. Interesting. Oh,
Oh, I zoomed out
yeah.
all the way.
I was like, huh, that's weird. So there you go.
Okay,
Is the
I
background.
guess we know how far zoom can go.
Yeah.
Cool.
There should probably be a limit. There's a limit on how zoomed in you can be, which is like 2 times the normal. But zooming out, you can just go infinite, which I probably ought to put some limit on it.
Okay.
Are you using a mouse, like a physical mouse?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
But like for those like zoom in and stuff, like I was just minusing.
Okay.
This is the keyboard. This is the mouse.
Okay. And if you hit 0, just so you know, it can take you to like the default camera size. So this is like what the camera looks like when you're actually playing a level.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you got this far. For me, if I try to use the level editor, I don't know why, but like I broke it on my end. like so it was like mostly working with plenty of bugs, but then I don't even know what I did. But like I now like every time I open it, I just get this error message and it does not load at all. It just gives this like confusing short error message, and I like tried deleting the cookies for the website and it didn't fix anything. There's I'll spoil this a little bit. There's some information. There's auto saving, and also for the game just in general, like it'll save when you do things, like if you change the controls that you use or the music settings, like it saves that automatically. So there's some like permanent data that I think is just broken. So yeah,
That's rough.
and so as soon as I try to load the level editor, it'll auto load the last like the auto save level, which I think just breaks the whole thing. So I can't even like load a different one. But I mean, this was not planned to use this, but I'm just hoping that we don't have some horrible bug like that. But so far so good.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask you to like make a level now, and it can basically be pretty much whatever you want.
Sure. All right. Let's put some. I'm left clicking and right clicking.
That's unfortunate. Huh.
How about this rectangle tool, huh?
I mean, what you're doing is right. So that's annoying. And this might be like ending our fun time here. There might not be a way around this. Could you try creating like a brand new level, clearing what you have?
Sure thing. New. All in the same progress over the lost?
Yep.
That's what I'm hoping. All right. Let's do one of these. Let's do a different. Well, that's pretty.
Okay, fantastic. Can you draw it?
Interesting. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, I'm like, if you can't do that, there's no using the level editor. Okay, awesome.
Okay, I'm using Wes to kind of like pan the camera here so I can see.
Cool.
I love the parallax on the background. That's real nice.
Thank you.
That's very good. Yeah.
As you saw before, if you zoom out too much or like go beyond the bounds, like if you go too low down, you start seeing like the bottoms of the trees and it's all like messed up.
Oops.
Yeah. I feel like here it's kind of like immersive, but if you like zoom out, it's like you're like watching a puppet show and you like go behind the like the booth and you see like
just see the old
this breaks the illusion. Yeah.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna. Oh, if you right click, it deletes stuff. Ooh. All right. Let's make this a little more inviting. We're gonna put some dirt. Big dirt block. More dirt block. All right. Then we're gonna have a little jump here. I'm gonna put a duck there. Can we put more than one duck? No. Okay. We cannot put more than one.
You're natural.
All right, we are gonna.
Yeah, it'd be weird if you could place more than one duck.
A smidge weird. Although, like, I played Baba as you. I've been introduced to the concept of controlling more than one thing at a time. Have you ever heard of Baba as you?
I've heard of it. I've never played it though. Is it the one about like the father and the son?
Oh, no, no, no.
No. Okay.
It's a puzzle game where like you manipulate words to make rules of the puzzle. Like Baba is you is like three different phrases that make Baba the player, and then like goal is win or like flag is win. Is like that means the flag is like you get to the flag, you win the level. But like you can move the words around to make like Baba is win and Baba is you, and then you win instantly.
Okay.
It's super neat, but like eventually it gets so hard that it makes my brain hurt, and I feel very dumb playing it. Okay, cool. I see this little egg. I'm gonna put it there, and I am satisfied with my first attempt at this small level.
It's looking good.
Yeah.
Why don't you give it a play?
All right, I'm gonna press this play button. All right. See if I remember correctly. Long jump, nice.
There you go.
Can I long jump up one? No, I can't. All right, cool.
Are you using a controller or the keyboard?
I'm still using the keyboard. I'm still using the J and K keys. WASD for move and J and K for shoot. I'm using WASD for moving and J and K for jumping, but apparently I can jump with something other than J and K.
Yeah, there's a few alternatives. What button did you press?
I must have double tapped like something. I think I must have double tapped S or something. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I just single tapped S.
Yeah, it's I've had people be confused by like there are multiple buttons you can use by default. I sometimes like playing the game with one hand, so being able to do a long jump with S and then a normal jump with W, you can just do it all one-handed.
That's actually kind of nice.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, I do. It's just like I'm playing a platformer. This is good. I can relax.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bam.
Aww, that's cute.
Now go back to the level editor.
All right. I'm guessing this. Yeah, that does not restart level. Nope, that doesn't do it. Close app. Nope. Escape. Oh no. That. Huh. How do I go back to the level editor? Controls. Left, right, restart level.
The controls could be. Oh. What? Oh, you found.
Sorry.
You found the quack button. Way to go.
Yes, I did. All right.
There you go. You figured it out.
Okay. That was a little confusing.
Yeah.
I normally associate pausing with like a menu or something like that. Not necessarily like if I like hit P, like that would send me back to the editor. I would expect like it like pauses just the playing of the level. My assumption.
No, that's
cool.
That's valid. Yeah, because pause does sort of mean two things in the game itself. Like there's pausing the level editor and pausing, like using the cog in the top right.
Right.
Like that even says paused when you do that. Like hitting the cog, it says it right at the top, so it can be a bit confusing. Yeah.
That's fair. I have a quick question. Is there any way to like lower like the kind of scale of these like UI elements?
Not yet.
Gotcha.
It's a bit big, huh?
A little. It's a little claustrophobic.
Yeah. Your mouse looks so tiny on my screen.
I have a 2K monitor for like my main display. So yeah, it's just, what is this? The cursor for ants?
But yeah, like I do plan on doing that in the future, having it so that you can scale the text. This would probably be like the maximum size. Like I want it to be by default easy enough to see from like far away or on a small screen, or if you have like low vision. But
right.
for like a lot of use cases, like the buttons are huge and the text is huge, and it's just a bit too much.
That's fair.
I get that. Try adding some stars to the level, because that's a good way
Okay.
to jazz it up and give it some added difficulty.
I see.
Something I like to do.
Yeah, how about that?
Ooh, nice.
Pardon? Yeah, I figured like if you did a little sneaky like double jump to like save yourself after grabbing that star, that'd be interesting. And
Yeah.
I think like my assumption is you could double jump to like two quote unquote tiles above the ground. So we'll see if like you can grab that. And there's a little mid-air star to grab. And why don't we put one over a little peril as well? And you have to dodge the nest to grab it as well. Okay,
Cool.
I'm satisfied with the star placement.
Yeah, you're doing something that I like to do, which is the stars are like an added challenge. So like you can still beat the level by just going to the nest. You can get maybe that like one easy star along the way, but some of the other ones you placed are a bit more challenging and, like you said, perilous. So give this a test.
Okay.
You can also press P to play the level, by the way. Although it might actually... Ah, damn. Could you do something for me? Could you go into the cog, like that pause menu, go to controls, and scroll down? So this is a holdover from the... could you press the restore defaults button in the bottom right? I think that'll do it. No, it did not. Okay. Can you press the trash can horizontally beside the P? Yes.
I just did.
You're clicking on it?
I clicked on it like a couple times.
Huh. Okay. I'm
hearing. Sorry.
the restore defaults button is. Oh, for fuck's sakes! It crashed.
You've probably done this already, but let's see if incognito saves this.
Yeah, I don't remember if I did. I love the engine. I've used a few in my life. Fuck, it did it. This is Firefox again.
Yes, this is a incognito Firefox window. All right, let's try Chrome. Fingers crossed.
Why is this happening? Like, why would Chrome... Like, I don't get it. And you don't happen to have a second computer we could try this on, do you?
I have my laptop.
Yeah?
Do that.
Okay.
By the way, this is the level that you sent me in Notepad.
Oh, way to go.
If you
There's the JSON data.
So it appears to have all the data that you would probably want in it. There's no frogs though. I don't know if you're expecting any frogs.
Any frogs?
Yeah, this frog's array is empty.
That's normal. Yeah.
Okay. A nominal amount of frogs. All right. I can quickly go grab my laptop.
Hey, welcome back. I suggest trying the executable before doing the web version.
All right. Boot her up.
Crashed again.
Well. Yep.
I mean, you did have the idea of compiling the game.
I mean, like, I've got the, like, you can see right here on my taskbar, I've got the Godot editor.
Yeah, look at you.
If you want me to sign an NDA on the code base, I am more than happy to.
All right. I'll, I was just going to ask you verbally and in writing to agree not to make any copies of it and not to share it. NDA is a bit above and beyond what I care about.
That's fair. This feels legally binding enough. So yes, I agree not to make any copies of this, distribute it, anything like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
I feel like
I do have Godot 3.5.3 on my on me desktop. So I will I'll see you back over there real quick.
Okay.
We've got GitHub here, repositories. Oh, that's not it. All right, let's try it. Wrong one. Paste this in here. Accept invitation. Done.
Cool.
Okay.
Check your Discord. for a very official, legally binding.
Yes.
My lawyer
There.
is just off screen, and I ran it by him. So.
All right, we're all on the up and up. Is that that text response is my official response?
Great.
There, I initialed it.
That's fine. It can't load the unit testing add-on. Unit testing in a game. Innovative. Who does that?
I am impressed.
Thank you.
I would not have the discipline to do that for my own game.
Like the level editor, I really, really want lots of unit tests for that, given how complex it is. I don't want like somebody to make a level and have it just get erased and like
right
be upset.
That's fair.
Yeah. Click the play button.
Okay. What
the what? Go to click project on the top left, and then go to open user data folder. This is turning into a pair programming session. Open the keybinds.json file. Sorry.
You got it?
This is just ludicrous. It's great that I'm doing this. You're one of the first people to do this. It's great I'm doing this with a fellow developer.
I'm happy to assist.
Man, Visual Studio is a bit overkill.
I don't. Why is that the default? Give me code.
You can use
Jesus
Notepad
Christ.
even. Like it's code is good.
All right, here we go.
No. Okay, delete that file. All right, so now try replaying. You can hit the like little refresh. Nope, that one there. We'll see how this goes. Fantastic. And so maybe turn down the music and the sounds as well. Cool. So go into Daybreak. It'll take you to a level select screen. So in the background, you see the image? That is the level the .lvl.png file.
Holy moly.
So scroll up. Could you hover over level 5? Yeah, click
got a
that.
big wall.
And then, yeah, just play this level and start playing levels just normally.
Ooh, you can double jump after a long jump. Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh, tricky. There you go.
Well, I like that it's a little forgiving that you just don't slam into the side of the spikes and just die instantly.
Thanks.
You haven't unlocked the level editor.
Ooh. There we go. There's the who's that Pokemon in the bottom, or on the left. Those are the locked parts of it. I want to just unlock all of those right away. If you can open that, maybe right click and open with Notepad or something.
Sure.
Yeah, actually Notepad would be perfect. And then paste into there what I sent you. Yep, and then save that. You've got level editor in there twice, but I don't think that matters.
We'll see.
And so, if you go back to the level editor, and then, could you hit the back button in the top left? I appreciate your patience with all these steps. And then go back into the level editor by pressing Q. Bam! Now they're unlocked. Woohoo! That worked.
Woohoo! Ooh, fireballs.
Yeah. Try loading one of those levels that I sent you. If you can move this to a windowed game instead of full screen, you can actually drag and drop the level files, the PNGs, into the level editor.
What?
Yeah. You'll have to unpause it first, but yeah.
This is like you are flexing on me hard.
Thank you.
This is pretty sick. All right, let me find where I put those again. Documents.
The level editor is nuts. Like it's so it's so much. It's so many features, and it's like so complicated, but also like kind of like a lot of programs. Yeah, like a lot of programs work like this.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask, have you used very many or very often or very deeply image editing software like Paint or Photoshop?
I've used GIMP and Paint.net a little bit.
GIMP. Wow.
Yeah. I
Um,
didn't. I didn't want to pay for Photoshop.
yeah. Uh, did you use them like a lot or what?
Um, I mostly use them to crop pictures for memes, like to
Fair.
like lasso like someone's head out of something to put it in somewhere else.
Fair. Yeah, it's very inspired by Paint and like similar programs.
That's fair.
So can you try dragging and dropping one of the levels?
There goes nothing.
Okay. Whoa! Ho, ho. Did it? Oh, I thought it crashed.
No, no, I'm sorry.
Or that there was a
There's a
runtime
tiny
error.
little bar at the top where like
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, and you can
Yep.
full screen
Ta-da.
again.
Ta-da.
Cool. Try playing this level now.
Oh, right. P.
There you go.
I'm not touching the controls again. No matter what you tell me, I'm not doing it. I'm not risking that.
Oh, that won't be a problem, but yeah, fair. That won't be a problem when it's running natively.
It's fair.
Yeah, and almost everything that you'll see in the levels, you'll be able to place yourself, assuming you unlock them, with the exception being, like, there's that arrow at the start that says press J to jump, like, that's not going to appear in the level editor, like, you can't place that yourself as a player. There's also a boss fight in one of the levels in that, like, first door, and that's a thing, but you can't place it in a level editor as the player. I can, but only as the developer.
Right.
Cool. Anyway, maybe scrap this level, create a new one.
Can you?
I would love it if you would connect your controller and try operating it with that.
Shit, I need to find my controller. Oh, it's upstairs. All right, I'll be right
Okay.
back.
The controller support was nuts getting this working. I always imagined it as like a backup, like just in case somebody was playing from their couch or whatever reason they just needed a controller. I wanted to support it, but I would never expect it to be like a very good user experience. It was always like, you wouldn't edit an image file with like an Xbox controller. So
No.
and like I've heard with like Mario Maker, a game in the same genre, like people not wanting to use the controller and preferring to use like the touch interface.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, you judge for yourself. But I was actually pleasantly surprised that it actually is pretty decent for making levels. Not quite as good in my opinion as like mouse and keyboard, but more than just like good enough.
That's fair. All right, I've got it plugged in. All right, I'm able to move the cursor around with my left stick, and I'm able to pan with my right stick.
Weird, right? But also interesting.
Yeah. Oh, and zoom with the triggers. All right. Oh, that's play.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, right bumper is reset zoom. The bumper is play the actual thing.
Have you ever had a game control your cursor with a controller? Like this on a
Have
PC? Because I don't think I
No.
have. Yeah.
No, I haven't. I haven't ever really had this. Like, I think the closest I've ever gotten to this was Morrowind on the Xbox, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, slight problem. I'm pressing all the buttons, like all the face buttons. Like A, X, A, B, X, and Y. Nothing's happening. Okay.
It probably just is broken for whatever reason right now. But give it a shot, clicking on stuff. No? You have a D-pad on there, right?
Yes.
You can use focus Aha, there we go. Now you can select things. Instead of clicking with the cursor, which should work, you should be able to like use the focus using the keyboard navigation to pick things, and then use the cursor. Okay, that's a workaround.
Okay.
All
right, cool.
Now, try making a level that uses every piece or everything in like the first tab in that thing on the left. By the way, what would you call that? I think you call them folders.
Oh, these things?
Yeah.
I don't know if I might have called them tabs. I really have no clue what I said now.
The duck tab. If you could use every one of those in a level.
Can do. All right. Let's get ourselves a base here. Maybe a cardinal. Here, I have no idea what a cardinal does. Guess we'll find out. And we'll put a frog here.
Mr. Frog.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think that is?
That looks like a pilot's, like Amelia Earhart's, like scarf and goggles and helmet.
Yeah. I never thought of Amelia Earhart, but I'm looking up her picture to see. Oh yeah. That's what it is. It's not like a reference to her in particular, but it is like old-timey pilot goggles and scarf. Yeah, put that into a level. What do you think it does? Oh, you've already got it in the level. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I think that makes the duck fly better because it's associated with pilots.
So you can play the level now, and we'll see how it goes.
Uh-huh.
You got that star.
Wing. Right. I get this star. I love it. Oh my goodness. Whoa.
Finally, ducks can fly.
You can definitely fly a bit better now. And that frog looks like it has it out for me. All right. Be gone, frog. I dislike that. It's good riddance.
Try pressing, I guess it would be the X, or you can restart. Try pressing the X button when you have the aviator.
Oh, sure thing.
Yeah.
Also, interesting, having the duck start in midair. This happens if you do nothing at the start of the level. All right. Ooh. I like this. That's fun.
Yeah, it's a sort of a small tweak to the movement, but it makes it so that a bunch of new like level possibilities are open.
Absolutely, yeah. If like the whole like kind of skill level is gonna be like just aerial traversal rather than like platform to platform, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Now press left bumper to stop playing, and let's add some more stuff. So maybe, could you turn up the music?
Yep.
Yeah, you I don't think you can focus on the cog, which is kind of annoying. Could you turn it up just one more, and you can turn off the sound effects if you want to. I mean whatever you want, but
I kind of like the sound effects. All right, cool. Music's up.
Cool. And now try changing the song that the level has. How do you think you do that?
I saw this. I think I said, wonder what these notes here, huh? Okay.
There you go. Right. You got it.
Nice.
I don't know if these songs will be in the level editor quite like this. They might not be like the first 4 songs you get, but these are 4 songs that just happen to already be in the game in various places. So I wanted you to be able to pick a song for your level. So this is what it has.
Nice.
You can try out like the other 2 songs you haven't listened to and see if there's any you prefer. You can also just mute the music again if you want. This is more just demonstrative.
Ooh. This sounds like I was playing in the overworld. I kind of like the default music. It's
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Does it remind you of any particular song? It's okay if the answer is no.
I'm thinking.
So,
No, I'm sorry.
that's all right. It's not super similar, but it's inspired by the Wii Me creation music. Bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum bum. It's like jazzy and it's a relatively short loop that's yeah.
That's so good. Amazing.
Try changing the background to something else. Oh, I
Sure.
think you. Oh no, never mind. Try the darkest one at the bottom.
Ooh. Ooh, the Aurora.
Yeah, Aurora Borealis. That's one of my favorite ones.
At this time of year, in the
Yeah.
front of the country.
As a matter of fact, yes.
May I see it?
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to pick this background, but I think it's kind of it's sort of the most dynamic out of all of them.
Yeah, it is. Like, I like it. I'm sticking with it. It's
Cool. Go to the spikes tab on the left.
good. Okay.
Spikes.
Spikes and fireballs.
Yeah. Maybe add each of those in there.
Cool. I have placed spikes.
Cool. Try
you want me to try-
placing fireballs.
Fireballs. Okay.
Now, in theory, if you're placing stuff in the level editor, like you have to unlock it first, and you unlock it before you unlock it, you actually play levels with it. So it's a bit backwards to have you putting these in the level before you've played levels with these in them. But regardless,
Right.
like we'll figure it out.
There's no screen pan. I was expecting like if I kept moving my cursor over this way, then like the level editor would pan
Oh, interesting.
over this way. That was admittedly I've been playing a lot of like RTS games recently, so that might be just like my brain is trained to expect that. But yeah, that was what was the source of confusion. All right, and then here, one more fireball. There. I'm satisfied with my fireball placement.
Sure. Maybe give it a play. Give it a play, give it a play, give it a play now.
Interesting. So things in the level don't move
Yep.
until you move.
So, that's why, like, the duck just, like, stays in the air frozen until you press a button. So, the whole world is frozen until you move. You killed him!
Oops.
Yeah, like, the level is frozen until you move. Just to keep it so that you're not, like, opening a level that somebody else made, and then all of a sudden, like, a fireball comes and kills you, like, instantly or something.
That's fair.
Yeah. You see it. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, that's a thing that happens sometimes, unfortunately.
The joys of development.
Yeah. How about maybe let's go back to I'll ask. What did you think of the controller versus the keyboard mouse experience?
The with the context of the bugs that I've experienced or not? Like, do you want me to factor in like the not being able to like click stuff over here with my cursor?
Without
like,
factoring that in.
Sure. Like I would love being able to just click stuff over here, like with left left stick and A. That would be a great experience. I kind of liked it. My one kind of sticking point was the like screen pan. That was it. Otherwise, this was like really nice to use. I found like no issues. Like the cursor moves at like a pretty good clip. I don't feel like it's super sluggish or that like I'm kind of like hindered in placing blocks anyways. One thing I didn't realize, okay, it's just B to delete blocks. Okay, I didn't realize that, but and that's undo.
Okay.
And Y is redo. Okay, yeah, cool. I love like a lot of like the good functionality all on the face buttons.
Awesome.
And the zoom, like all the controls are pretty nice and intuitive.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right, so you can Oh, I'm asking, like, you can just press Z or Y to undo redo, is that right? Or do you have to do control as well?
Oh, I'm on the controller. Like
Oh.
X
Oh,
X
right.
appears to be
Right,
like
right,
X
right.
and Y are
Okay.
redo and undo and redo.
Yeah. Any thoughts on that?
I like it.
Cool.
I imagine like every once in a while I might like accidentally press it or something, but like it's nice to have it like right there.
Okay. Um, yeah, and you can also like hold those, I think. And it'll. Here we go. It's undoing everything, redoing everything. Um, yeah. The background, just a fun fact, is that it would initially just like flash from one to the next. Like if you clicked a different background, it'll just immediately change, and that was fine. But I realized that if you like switch backgrounds a ton, and then you hit undo and hold it, it'll like flash super fast, different colors, and I'm like, oh, that's jarring and dangerous if you like get seizures.
Yeah, that's gonna give someone a seizure.
Yeah. So I slowed that right down so it fades gradually over the course of 1 second from one to the next.
It's also a nice effect just to like see it kind of fade in.
Yeah, kind of a cool thing too is, as sort of a side effect, is if you reselect the same background you already have selected, it sort of does like a opacity flash thing, which, yeah, so it sort of feels like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like, oh yeah, I'm still doing that. It feels like you had an effect on the game, even though it didn't do anything, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
the
like
game is
you didn't just
reacting.
like it didn't just swallow your button press or something like that. Yeah.
That's a great way of putting it. I'll ask you, using the controller, to save this level.
Oh, right.
I'll
save it to a
file.
Aha! So you can leave a scene, all the PNG.
Are you using the stick or a D-pad to control this?
I was using the I was using the D-pad, and now it's, oh my god.
Yeah,
that's too fast.
Okay. I was like, oh, is the stick working fine for you? No.
Yeah, it's going real fast.
Yeah, same thing happens to me. I don't know why, but I'll get it.
Cool.
So try saving an image file, .lvl.png file.
Sure.
As long as you. There we go.
Keybinds.lvl.png.
Give it a different name.
Okay. I'll do the Chris special for testing.
This keyboard was a pain in the ass.
No kidding. It looks like it was hell to make. Okay.
Looks good. Test. All right, so save that baby. I'm calling the level a baby, not you. Could you share with me that level you sent over Discord, and then I'll try playing it. I'll actually play it. I'll share my screen this time, and you can get the joy of watching somebody play your amazing level.
Extremely not slapdash level.
Yeah.
Alrighty. New project, single thread main. There is where did it? Oh, there is testo.level, a PNG. Alright. Boom. There you go. My masterpiece.
Actually. Okay, that looks good. Let's save the image. Sure, downloads is fine. You can see the game, right?
Yes, and I can see Discord.
Cool. Because I was a little unsure. So drag the file, bam! Play. Okay. Easiest fireballs in the world to dodge.
As like, I was kind of like, you murdered Mr. Frog!
I did. Okay, I'll lead him away to safety. Ah! Oh man, I wish I murdered you. Check this out. Can you share your screen again?
Absolutely. Observe. Screen.
Wonderful. So, okay. Now what I'm going to ask you to do is discover what the buttons in the top right do.
I'm curious about this rectangle thingy.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you want me to keep using the
No,
controller?
you use mouse and keyboard. That's probably going to be
Thank God.
fast. Yeah.
Thank you. Like it's nice controls. Like surprisingly good for a controller. Heavily prefer mouse and keyboard. All right.
Yeah, fair.
Well, this appears to be a bunch of stuff selected. What happens if I hit delete?
Delete.
The delete key does nothing. What about backspace? Nothing. Okay. What about if I do this? I move the... Oh! Interesting that, like, the box moves before the elements do. I would kind of expect the elements to move with the box.
That's because it's...
But I can imagine...
It's a work in progress. I want that to be the case. It's just...
I get that. I was about to say, like, this is probably something that's currently being worked on.
Yeah.
If I copy... And what happens if I paste? Interesting. Okay. What if I select these two and then hit copy? Now what if I paste? What if I paste again? What if I paste again? And a billion times over. Huh. Only does it once. So you get it, and then you can move it. And if you have it overlap existing UI elements, it's just nothing there. Okay, so each square can only have like one thing on it in the editor at a time.
Yes.
Okay, so you can't have like 9 Mr. Frogs stacked on top of each other in the same square.
Yeah. What are
Gotcha.
your thoughts on the copying and pasting?
So there's control V. I was kind of like confused with like when I hit copy, the selection box went away. Like that kind of threw me off. I'm like, did I actually copy anything? Like I'm a little kind of out for lunch. Then I hit paste, and then the selection box showed up again, and I was equally confused. As like, did it actually put anything? What's going on? So now I kind of want to kind of control V. Okay, because it's not pasting at my cursor, that is confusing me. I would normally like, if I was like in like say like GIMP or something like that, if I cut something and pasted it, and I was pasting it a bunch of times over and over and over, I would kind of expect it to be pasted at my cursor. But that is my assumption. Yeah, the user experience of like, especially like the selection box disappearing here, and then hitting paste, just like the selection box reappearing. I did notice that like the elements kind of flashed again, subtly. Like it does seem like something did happen, but it does look like I kind of just did nothing. Like, did I actually copy anything? Did I actually paste anything? Cut seems much more obvious. Cut and paste, yeah. But yeah, copy and paste seems very, very confusing.
That's fair. Can you just pause for a bit? Not
yeah,
literally,
absolutely.
but yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on the copy paste mechanic, and I agree that it's confusing. And I agree with like the selection box disappearing being not good. The copy paste like together, it's great that you like figured it out. I'm sort of thinking out loud. Great for me, not just great in general. It's great that you figured it out.
Gold star, Chris.
But it's yeah, it is confusing how it kind of looks like you're doing nothing, but it's just like you're doing actions that that do kind of do nothing. If you're pasting on a spot that already has the exact same thing, with the cursor, expecting it to paste where the cursor goes, I have the same feeling, but also like one complexity is if you're clicking the paste button UI element with your cursor, you can't just put it where the cursor is because that's going to be there. So what I've seen, I think it was Mario Maker, the way they do it is they put like attached to your cursor is like the thing you're pasting, and then you click, and that puts it there.
Okay, like a 2-stage paste.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, that would be interesting.
Yeah. The way it works right here is basically the same way that it works in Krita, which is an image editing app, which is free and open source. So you might like that.
How do you spell it?
Krita. So Krita. I like it better than GIMP, but I also don't really understand GIMP very well. It's pretty good.
I will check it
Yeah,
out.
so it like remembers the position that the selection was that you copied, but it's there's definitely room for improvement, and I think everything you said is right.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyway,
Cool.
you can carry on if you'd like.
This last thing, draw a rectangle.
Yeah. But how? Look, you're drawing. It's flashing for an instant, and then it's gone.
Oh! Oh, you need something selected. Can I draw a rectangle of duck?
No.
Wait. Okay.
There was a bug before where you could, and it was chaotic. Imagine
sounds
like
amazing.
60 ducks.
Hell yeah. I love this. I very much like the rectangle tool. You can be real silly with it. How about just die instantly? How about that happen?
Man, you're gonna need that aviator hat right away.
That's great.
All right, play
You know
this
what?
bad boy.
Oh my god! That was great. I'm curious, what happens with these cardinals?
Yeah, this
I
game
like
is hilarious
that.
when it's chaotic.
I like that quite a bit.
There are actually some levels that I made that use that unintended
I think Mr.
functionality.
Frog is suicidal.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, there are levels where you are like supposed to, or you have to, go up this chain like between two columns of birds, and you just bounce between.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I have a quick question.
Shoot.
I noticed like you go a little kind of like what I would assume is like an invulnerability window when you get hit with like those when you get hit by the birds and when you get hit by Mr. Frog. Is that actually invulnerability? Like if I get hit by Mr. Frog and I'm like kind of flashing and then a fireball hits me, I'm gonna live or no?
No, that's a very interesting insight though, because I totally get why it would look like an invulnerability window. It's actually you are frozen window. You can't move for a little bit, and I call it you're being stunned. That word isn't in the game, but it's what it is. Yeah. Any thoughts on that?
I would not have intuited that I was in hit stun until like I don't know, I tried to move while I was getting like in that state. Normally like that kind of like that visual effect, like the opacity kind of like going a little like under 100 and like pulsing a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Let me take a look at it again.
Sure.
Oh,
I
forgot. Goodbye, cruel world. All right. We're gonna live that.
You could just delete those for next time.
No, they're fun. All right. When Mr. Frog hits me, that flashing, that makes me think invulnerable. Not necessarily I can't move.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Press P or plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you've tested basically all the functionality of the level editor. Like obviously, like there's a lot more that you could do than what you have done, just because it's so like open ended. Oh yeah, something. I wonder what your thoughts are about this. So even if you have a rectangle selection made, you can still place stuff outside of it. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Huh. I would assume like as soon as I start doing something else, the rectangle would go away. But
Yeah.
I guess like it doesn't need to go. All right, here's something that I am curious about. If I place stuff inside the rectangle and then move it,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, you broke the game. So it crashed. Do you want to know what you did that caused that?
what did I do?
I mean, what happens if you click the continue button? I wonder if it'll break at the same spot. Okay, cool. So it went back to playing. All right, nice. What you did was, I think what happened was you moved the rectangle over top of those cardinals, and then you moved it again. And so, if it wasn't buggy, you would have dragged those cardinals in that selection. But that didn't work for whatever reason. I think that's what happened.
Okay.
I may have.
It seems to have blown up on moving to the.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right. Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm killing you with my moving.
Could you click continue?
Absolutely.
Cool. Try moving it again. I want to see, but not over any more cardinals. Just move it away. Yeah. See if that breaks
Be
it.
gone.
Oh yeah, and it froze again. Okay.
And it looks like the Cardinals just did not move.
Oh. Okay. I guess it was just delayed. Weird. Anyway.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it happened again.
I'm ripping this thing apart at the seams. Oh, now the stars are gone.
Yeah. Could you click new level? Because this one is cursed and it's just gonna keep giving us problems.
Okay.
I want to ask if you have any thoughts on other tools that should be added to the game.
Definitely mass delete. Like if I have a bunch of stuff. Yuck. I do. What?
Huh.
Huh.
That's not right.
Neat. Cool. I didn't know I could do that. If I can make a big chunk of stuff like this, I would like to be able to delete a big chunk of stuff like this. Like carve out like an area here and then just hit delete.
Yeah.
Instead of having to like drag my cursor over here. That I would like.
I will. Well, I totally agree. You can cut. You can highlight and then cut out. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then just never paste.
Yeah.
Or cut something else. Yeah.
But you're 100% right. That would be a great thing to do.
Cool.
Any other thoughts about tools that should be added?
The only thing that came to mind specifically with like image software is rotate. And I know like I'm thinking to myself like, would I want to implement rotate for this thing? No. So
are you talking about rotating just specific things or a selection?
A selection. Because like you could like rotate a fireball. Yeah.
I mean,
like,
there are 4 of them, so they're.
Yeah, that's kind of like.
That's me
like,
not wanting to
I don't know if you
rotate.
wanted to rotate like. Sorry, go ahead.
No, the 4 different fireballs is me not wanting to implement a rotate functionality for even
Amazing.
one thing.
That's fair.
Yeah, and so when you say rotate as well, are you talking like 90 degrees at a time? Or like...
Yes.
Okay. Like with no like anti-aliasing of, of like rotated rectangles of blocks? Okay.
No, I'm not saying like I want to put this at a 30-degree angle to ruin your pixel perfect art. No, I like if you wanted like for an individual thing, like if you wanted this to be like I don't know on the ceiling or on a wall or something like that, that's like something that like I would think of. And then like if you wanted like, I have no idea when anyone would ever want to do this. Like, let's say you have this little thing, and you know what, like someone you said, you know what, actually I would like this to be turned completely 90 degrees. If no one else ever mentions this as something seriously that they actually want to do with the editor, disregard. But like, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like rotate individual things
For the
like these spikes or something like that. I don't know.
For the grass, would it rotate like so like on the top of the grass blocks, or you have the dirt and then the grass on top? Would the grass be on the side now, or would it just be like the negative space that moves basically?
I think it would be like if these blocks are the ones that are grassy, if you rotated this 90 degrees clockwise, these blocks would be the ones that are grassy now. Like it's just the ones that are still facing up.
Okay.
Because I imagine you've got
it...
something in here to render these blocks, like to render the grass on top if it's like exposed. I don't want to give you a headache trying to implement that.
Oh, you don't, do you? Okay.
No.
All right. I don't know. I'm not crazy about it. There's water. That's like a long way away from being, maybe not a long. Well, it's a long way away on the roadmap. I'll put it that way.
Right.
I don't plan on getting water working quite right yet, but it kind of works. Like you can place water and swim in it if you want to try that.
Okay, I was just gonna place it in midair and see if it went, if it fell down.
Fell. Or like Minecraft, it like spawns a.
Yeah, it's just like waterfall forever. You know what? Oh, that's cute. You can swim on the water as it dies.
Could you do something
like
for me?
it.
Could you pause the
Yes.
game and then turn up the sound effects volume?
Yes.
Because the physics of the water and the animation are not 100%, but the sounds are like basically fantastic, in my opinion. Anyway.
Ooh.
Go under the water.
Oh yeah, that sounds like I'm in a swimming pool. That's very good. That's also somewhat unsettling.
Yeah, I get that.
I like it.
Oh, and do one more thing. Sorry, I'm just showing you the fun weirdness. Go underwater
worry.
and start quacking.
Whoops. Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, the animation is fucked up.
Oh, it is. Alright, let me try that again.
But bubbles come out of your mouth. Oh man, the bubbles are spawning like not in the right spot. Anyway, I think it's funny bubbles come out of your mouth, and no, you actually don't have a breath meter. But I do kind of like the idea of him like going blue in the face if he quacks too much underwater.
You start hearing the Sonic like you're gonna drown music. That is great. I like that.
Okay.
Cool. Anything else you needed from me?
If you're up for it, would you be willing to play some of the levels that I've got?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, that works.
Oh, sorry,
yeah.
you wanted the ones from the...
No, you're good.
Oh.
I was just gonna say, I would have hit the back button in the level editor, but this works the exact same way.
Okay.
Go to the door that says Daybreak.
Okay.
And we'll go to the level select screen, and I want you to play like the fourth from the last level. So
Level 14?
Sure, level 14. Do that.
You got it. Oh my.
Oh, nice one. Not nice.
Oh, you cannot long jump in midair. That's tight.
Yeah, it is.
Jeez. Okay. Sweet. Nope.
I had a feeling you were gonna get it. Like after you got the first time, I'm like, you're gonna die a bunch more. Like after.
Yeah. This is.
There you go.
So slightly after you pick up this thing. All right. Can you long jump right into that cardinal? Fuck. where you cannot long jump into the curtain.
Ooh, there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
That first jump was a bit of a doozy.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh!
So this
I
is
see.
this is sort of just me messing around more than anything. Wow, you figured it out immediately.
It's almost like I did this myself in the other editor.
Yeah, but you figured out that you had to like press left and right to go up the thing.
I mean, like, I've played other platformers before, like, but yeah, like it was fun. Yeah,
All right.
it was good. Next up, the cutscene.
Yeah.
That was sinister, to say the least.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll ask you, what do you think happened in that cutscene?
I think that that lady wanted to eat eggs, realized there's no eggs, and decided to steal some duck's egg.
That's right. That's the big conflict. It's very deep.
Delicious egg. It's like day 2 in Pathologic. You gotta find your eggs.
If you say so.
Okay, that's fine.
Hey, who's that?
Oh, that's the lady who wants to steal my eggs.
So this is the only boss fight.
Oh
So
fuck.
far.
Oh fuck.
Weren't expecting that.
Oh no! I'm toast. Let's try that again. Oh. I'm chilling. I do like the. See, you can rotate things and deal with that aliasing. No, I'm joking.
Oh, I get it. That was something that only happened recently, actually. Like the for the longest time, I had what was not much more than a rectangle that was just rotating, but like the pixels of the rotation were like high resolution, basically, so they didn't fit with the rest of the pixelation, which I didn't like. So I added a it's not a shader, but kind of acts like one, where it just pixelates the laser beam so that the pixels there match all the surrounding pixels and of the lady.
Interesting. I don't know enough about like render pipelines or shaders or anything like that, but like I'm gonna trust your word for it that it wasn't trivial.
Yeah.
So did you hire a voice actor to to do these lines?
What? That's not my feminine sounding ouch voice. No.
I'm asking.
No and no. So it's not my voice, and I did not hire a voice actor. I went on the internet and found some public domain, or I think it was Creative Commons licensed recordings of a woman going "ow" over and over again.
Fair enough.
And
for the cutscene pretty much as well too.
Yeah. So for her yawns, she yawns, and then she sort of makes some sort of like sounds that are not words being articulated,
Right.
which are different women. But it I don't know, it doesn't really sound like different people. And I may have pitch shifted it up a bit. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I definitely heard like it got pitch shifted down when she was being exceptionally evil.
Oh, okay, you could tell. Okay, let me. It's
It kind of got echoed after the first kind of like, like, and then afterwards.
Yeah, it was. So what I did there was, that's unintentional. That it sounded pitch shifted, but it was. I wanted it to just sound like her voice was going down, like I found recordings of a woman going like all these sounds, but none of them quite sounded like, I don't know, quizzical enough. And so I'm like, what it's missing is it should be going down in pitch. So I either pitch shifted it or slowed it down to get the same effect. But yeah.
That's fair. I'm sorry, I'm somewhat concentrating.
That's fair.
Oh, this is evil. Then
Pretty good. You're doing real good.
Let's see if I don't choke this time, though.
You're not gonna see it, but bam! You did it. Way to go! Congratulations. You want to see the credits? I mean, you came this far. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, because you beat her really well and like fairly efficiently, you didn't actually see like the final form of her, sort of. Like,
oh.
I mean, you kind of did, but it's just that when she's shooting fireballs and she's like really close to dying, she'll shoot 3 instead of 1 or 2, like before.
Oh, that sounds evil.
But you don't necessarily see that if you do a really good job of jumping on her a lot of times. And you, like, you killed her pretty, efficiently. So that's fine. These are links. If you click on them, don't click on them. But they are links that, they're like assets I used for, like, sound effects that I wanted to, or I needed to credit them, because that was in the license. These are fonts I used. Again, don't click those links. Yeah. And you're at the very top. Join the Discord. There's a Discord server.
I'm in the Discord.
You are? Oh yeah, of
Yes.
course you are.
You welcomed me.
Right. I feel like I'm thinking of somebody else who is gonna play this game who isn't in the Discord. But yeah, of course you are. Oh world. You did it. You beat the game. Well, you beat part of it. Thank you so much for playing. It was a lot of help to see all of this. Whew. Did that crash again?
No, I just quit the
Oh,
game.
it just closed. Okay, I see. Do you have any thoughts or feedback you'd like to share that you haven't said already?
One last thing, like while I was fighting the boss at the end there, when the kind of quote unquote going gets tough, like when it starts to get kind of like sweaty a little bit, I find that trying to differentiate between like long jump is S and just regular jump is W becomes a little dicey. Like I really have to think about it when like normally I would kind of like at like that kind of level of like focus demand from the game, my fingers would just be doing whatever my brain is wanting to do. Like it would be pretty automatic just knowing which button to press. That's it. Having the like J and K for like jump and long jump, no problems. Like absolutely A-okay on that front. Yeah, that was kind of like my last thoughts. It's a nice little game.
Single Feather Charms of Nature is available for purchase tomorrow, September 14th. Link in the description.